Sports All Day. Good to see you. Appreciate you tuning in. If you're watching this, you're probably curious what the post meant and maybe actually curious to see just what I was talking about in the post last night and today about this Assad movement actually getting some traction. If you're like me, I truly, in my heart of hearts, I really do love All Sports All Day. I'm passionate about sports, and I really genuinely believe this is the best place to find sports interaction. We are such a perfectly balanced group. We're savage, yet we're respectful. We're not full of trolls, but we still do embrace that aspect of sports, of the trash talking. We're a big group, 6,000 people now, yet we are elite. Every member, if you're watching this, you are personally vetted, and you're an excellent fit for this group. We embrace diversity, but yet we also are very exclusive in who we do allow into All Sports All Day. But I 100% do genuinely believe we're the best Facebook sports group out there. But lately we've kind of been wondering, what's our ceiling really? Like, where are we going to take this? What are we going to make that into, us being this amazing group of the most knowledgeable and passionate fans across the country? What can we turn that into? The best Facebook sports group on the web? Well, I think we're honestly still there. But that's what this is all about. It's time for us to take the next leap and raise the bar and open up the possibilities of what we really can be. There has been a lot more in sports come from a lot less than what All Sports All Day is. If you're familiar with the story of Bleacher Report was 4 high school friends who just wanted to start covering sports their way in a buddy's garage, and now are essentially second only to ESPN and Sports Illustrated and sports coverage. The blog post, SB Nation, one of the biggest sports blog networks out there, was started from one guy who just didn't like the way that the Oakland Athletics were being covered. And so he broke away. And those are both juggernauts in the sports world. And neither one of those came from what we have, a ready-made network of 6,000 of the best sports fans on the planet. But it's time for me to stop talking. Let me just show you what all this craziness I'm talking is about. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you AssadSports.com. All Sports, All Day is a nationwide network of some of the most knowledgeable and passionate sports fans that are producing innovative and original and interactive sports content. This is us just kind of taking the best of Assad and putting it onto the internet, showing the world just how good what we do is, and maybe taking us to that next level. So we're going to talk a little bit more later, but I'm just going to give a quick little tour. I'm sure there's probably a more technically savvy way to do this than just me clicking on a computer and holding my phone, but this is what we got. Like I said, obviously, all over is going to be about the group. It's going to have lots of links to the page. This is not stopping what we do. Well, this is still going to be about us being the best Facebook sports group on the web. So it's going to have tons of links to our group. And we're still going to be private. We're still going to vet members. But this may just reach a little bit, this just made me a little bit more quality type members than what may just want to click on every group that they see. A couple of the other buttons at the top, become a patron. I'm going to talk about that at the very end. But you can actually just start right there at the top, shop. And there's all our merch. You can just go ahead and buy that right from our site. But scrolling down, I already kind of read our mission statement, changing the way sports are consumed. That's really what we're all about, what we've always been about, and we want to continue to be about. There's an About Us section, All Sports All Day, Assad for sure, began and is still the #1 private sports discussion group on Facebook, but has grown to be so much more. All Sports All Day is just that, a place to talk any sport, anytime, the way you want to. Whether it is one of our daily articles, competitive debate shows, fantasy leagues, or member podcasts, you don't have to just listen to sports content, you get to participate. And I really think that's what sets us apart, is the ability that you don't have to just watch First Take. You don't have to watch Around the Horn. You can be a part of it. You can show the world, hey, I can do just as good as probably better than Stephen A. Smith or some of these guys. So, like I said, this is right here still on the homepage. It's got a quick little sideshow, just some of the little deals, advertising the Assad convention. Our first member of the week, more of a test too, is Derek Peterson. And of course, these are both going to link. This will link to let you make your reservations at the Assad convention. Like I said, just a link to the WinStar. But this is, if you read that, it's read his fan tribune. We'll get that into that a little later. Then, of course, at the bottom is just to get in touch. It sends an email to the All Sports All Day email. But let's kind of just start at the top of what this is made of. The first page is how we're different. I'm not going to bore you with all that. I really encourage all y'all to actually go to AssadSports.com. Check it out. This is a work in progress, and it will continue to evolve as more talented people get a hold of it. This is essentially just me trying to start up and get an idea and get our name out there for what this really is. But how we're different, it's just going to give a breakdown of just what sets us apart, why we're not just another Facebook sports group. And then next is the hashtag AssadFam. I absolutely love that. These are articles that we actually put out, and they're actually missing one. But so we'll just go ahead and click on that and go from there. This is still kind of probably the clunkiest page, but this is just gonna kind of do some real special things that we're doing. Of course, Brian Hundley's medical report, one of my favorite parts about All Sports All Day. Real awesome original content that makes it palatable to the normal person. But you can click on that, and it right here is going to be the rest of them. But his last one right here is the Tommy John surgery. You can just click on that, and there's his real article. And all this can be found. We're getting it to where it can be found on Google, and so, like I said, and obviously I've already announced this is going to be yet another platform that the All Sports All Day Meet My Team MLB edition is going to be, because we want to do a Meet My Team essentially for all the major sports going forward. But once you click on that, you just pick which team you want to get some information on. Be perfect for the person trying to get back into baseball like myself. And then you've heard of the Players Tribune. I figured we could start something called the Fan Tribune. If any of y'all read Derek's awesome article, I thought that fit perfectly with what we're trying to do. And so right here, it actually talks about Derek's experience that whenever he went to the Chicago White Sox. Oop, I guess I didn't get that link going, but need to link that back up. But that will take you right to his Fans Tribune. Like I said, this is still under construction, so I appreciate your patience. Or maybe just my whole computer froze up. But we'll just go back home here. So that's the articles that we have. Obviously, one of the most important parts of All Sports All Day that I absolutely love is Brody's Yes Man, Yesterday in Sports. It's really the only place I know of where you can truly get a synopsis of all the major sports that happened from the previous day, and then it gets you right here from the homepage. So you can just click there, read the rest of his story, and it'll go down, talk. And that's going to be a daily article share. And there's a few more. We have our podcast network. The Fans Tribune's in the wrong place. But we have our podcast network, which is going to have some of, right now it's just our Fantasy News Hour and Jared Morris is Drinking in the Garage. But any of the major podcasts that chose to get put on the site are going to be part of our podcast network. And then the supporting Assad. I'm actually going to do that a little myself. But again, this is a work in progress, okay? Like I said, this isn't by no means finished. It could look a little better. I am not a graphic designer, but I really think this could be the next step for truly making us something incredible and great. All right, maybe you're thinking, hey, you made a website, BFD, big deal. Who cares? And that's fine. It may not be that special to you. That's completely fine. We look forward to continue to interact with you the way that we have been interacting in the best Facebook sports group that there is. And the page is going to continue just like it is. Nothing's going to change as far as our sports group. But maybe you're one of the ones who saw what this could be. Maybe you're one of the ones that thinks big enough to see the glimmer of possibility in taking a hobby and taking a passion and turning it into something more. I said something I like to do in analyzing stuff is look at the best case scenario and worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, this does tank. Worst case scenario is we get tired of it, we don't like it, it doesn't really get traction, and the subscription fades off, and then the site just falls back into the ether. No harm, no foul. We still continue to have an incredible sports group run by incredible people with the best members on Facebook. But best case scenario, the right people take hold of this and it really takes off into something special, because we really do something really cool and unique in our group. And interactive is the big part the word that I use a lot, that we truly let you get involved. You're not just forced to consume everything. You can get involved in it. And we take back a piece of the sports coverage pie and give it back to the most knowledgeable and passionate fans across the country. That's our best case scenario. Like I said earlier, there's been a lot more in the sports world come from a lot less than what we have, because make no mistake, this is not to benefit one or a handful of people. This is a platform for Assad, by Assad, FABA, if you will. It's for the group. And this is a chance for us to show the world just how innovative and creative what we're doing is, and see where that takes us. Now, like I said, going back to the becoming a patron thing, what that button does is, the unfortunate part about us taking this next step is it's not free. And I said, I don't expect anything. You don't have to do anything. But if you click that button, it's going to take you to a site called Patreon, where you can become a patron of the site, and all it is a pledge. You can pledge as much or as little as you want to. The most we ask for, and we're going to call it the Assad Gold membership, is $2.50 a month. That's all we ask for you to pledge. What that'll get you is a monthly drawing into a prize. I said it'll probably start off being gift card or some Assad swag, something to that effect. And it will actually, we've devoted to give 10% of the pledges to a different charity every month, and the Assad Gold member who gets drawn that month actually gets to pick the verified charity that 10% of our proceeds go to. This is all going to start in February. You don't have to do anything right now unless you want to. But this is just to keep the content going. This is not to build a profit or anything. But if you have any questions, go to AssadSports.com and click on the Supporting Assad tab at the top. It will actually give you a bigger breakdown. But anyway, comment any questions. If you're excited, let me know what you think. Check out the site, AssadSports.com, ASADSports.com. But either way, no matter what you're thinking, thank you so much for being a part of the group, and thank you for supporting the amazing things that we already have. Love y'all, and hope y'all have a wonderful night.